Well, hello from Brule Lake. This is 2020, August 2nd today, Sunday. I'm entering here on Brule Lake. It was one of my few, not my favorite choice of lakes for solo, but pretty much all the permits are used this year. Everything is completely gone, other than places like Lac LaCroix only, stuff like that. I talked to an outfitter who was at the landing here when I was coming in today, who told me it's just because there's nothing else to do. State parks are packed, everybody wants to get out, tired of being contained with the pandemic going on, and so they come to the boundary waters. School sports aren't out, so I saw a lot of kids here so far. I didn't film my crossing. I just made it across this first bay here in Brule. The wind is terrible today, straight from the north, just unbelievable. In fact, I thought I would just pull out quick from the landing, put my camera on, but the whitecaps were rolling, and there were about a dozen canoes waiting to land. People are just pouring in right now. It's Sunday, maybe they're leaving. Hopefully I can find a campsite somewhere close and soon. What I am doing is I found myself a little spot here in some grass behind this bay. I am, let's see if I can make this work. Sorry for the jittery camera. Landing's down here. I am behind this little island right here. Just fought like crazy to get over here to it. Next thing, we'll go to this island and decide what to do. I'll maybe go around this way to cross the lake, or I might have to go all the way over here to cross the lake. We'll see. I might just go this way, just to be safer. A lot more miles, but it's worth it. Get my camera on this time for my further crossings, and you get a chance to see the whitecaps. Not getting any better out here. See those whitecaps? I'm in a calmest spot I can find here again behind an island. It almost looks like that campsite right up ahead on the left is clear, but I don't know. I think I got a duck behind that island. The wind's actually more from the west than it is from the north right here, it seems. And that's the main shore directly across the lake. About halfway there. Well, that sets a record for the least amount of distance I traveled in a day in the boundary waters, at least on the first day, I mean. It is windy. It just calmed down just now for a little bit. So across there, across that channel to that campsite I was pointing to, and it is open. You see the big rollers out there, but they're not so bad. It's the whitecaps that are trouble. It's a big open site, kind of windswept here. It's supposed to be windy like this until 8 o'clock tonight or something, but actually getting peak was at 1 o'clock with the wind, so it could get worse. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to take this site. It's the, I guess the best I could hope for right now. It's a really nice site. It's going to be a little breezy. There's what the wind is like. Pretty tough. Whew, that was tough going, but not really scary at all. Canoe floats great over the waves. Really not much water over the side, a couple little splashes. And actually there's one nice little gravelly spot amongst the rocks down here to land the canoe, so I was able to get, hopped out, grab the canoe, take the bow line right over there, tie it to myself, unload the packs, and as I did that, the swells really pushed the canoe out there. You can see the big swells. There's a little gravelly spot right there. Big swells. Just pull the canoe back in, take the next pack, set it on the rocks. Wasn't too bad really. And that's it. I'm gonna go look around this campsite a little bit. Well, as I thought, it is gonna be a windy one. Really nice tent pads over here on this side. Really nice, close to the lake and the trees. Another nice one there. You could just put tents all over if you didn't mind a few roots. And the wind just calms down. Kind of like this spot right here in the middle myself, but we'll see. Might be too windy. Oh, nice one right here by these logs too. Yeah, before I forget, there's the public landing down here. Went around this island. That's where I first talked, right there where it's out of the wind. Went over here, somebody in that campsite. Went around this way, there's somebody in that campsite. And then I saw that this one's open, so I cut across right to there, and I'm in this one right in the middle of the lake. So I can't see those sites and all, I don't know, but the wind is howling this way. I was hoping to kind of cut across behind this island and then get over to here, and then should be a lot better out of the wind. But I think I'll cut my losses and call this little Pac-Man Island, I think I'll call it, my home today. My food is in a Bear Vault 500 bear resistant container. These are the kind of the clear ones. I put some reflective tape on them. Had many years of service out of this one. Open it, just turn it, and then there's these little tabs here you got to push and release. There's two of them. It's hard to do because I'm holding it awkwardly. Normally it's very easy for human, I guess. There's a lid. Okay, the food for this trip is going to be up to 7 days. Prepackaged some meat sticks in twin serving sizes. 4 meals of oatmeal. Goldfish crackers because I love those. 4 ounces of M&Ms because those are great too. Those little drink mix straws, Crystal Light. Others I like all different flavors now. So stuff. Oops. The main thing in here is 7 dehydrated meals that I made myself. 7 of them in there, single serving. Lunches and dinners mostly, but a couple lunches too. A couple of hot chocolate mixes. These are actually for Keurig, but they work really great. You just punch through these things, dump them in a cup. They melt great with hot water. They're really good, and they're really light and simple. You got to do that to carry out the little plastic jug. 4 protein bars. This is a treat for me. This is a instant chocolate pudding mix. Half of a container of it, so 2 servings. I have some powdered milk in the bags already with each one. All I have to do is dump it in a cup, add a certain amount of cold water, stir it, and then the graham cracker crumbs for the top, and also a little bit of peanut butter powder to sprinkle on top. Should be very tasty. I have 2 Spam sandwich kits, a little bit of foil to heat them up if I want to, and it's just a little flat bread with single serving or single size Spam slice. 2 of those kind of treats, and 4 more packages of oatmeal for two more breakfasts, and then maybe a couple extras just in case I need them when I'm hungry. That's it. It's all my food for about 7 days, I hope. Well, Brule hasn't given up yet. It's a lot better than it was though. Sky's got a little gray and cloudy, but not too bad. Camp is all set up. I actually kind of just put everything away. I'm not going out for a paddle tonight, even though it would be kind of fun to go explore around these islands a little bit. It was nice and calm. I did actually end up rebuilding the fire grate. Didn't really plan on it, but just started picking up rocks, and it turned out pretty good actually. It only took about 10 minutes. All the rocks were right there in a pile. I did set up my tent right back here. I actually even have everything in there set up. Well, it's time for dinner. About 5:30, just did a little quick explore of the island. The wind is still kind of going, but it's calmed down a lot. It's actually switched to truly be from the north now instead of more just from the east like it was earlier. And I have this beautiful spot right over here. Use this table. This clump of trees does a little bit of that north wind blockage. See how it's so much calmer over here now? Because it's more from the north rather than from the east, which was blowing in that way. All right, let's get some food cooking here. Good evening. All done with dinner. Got all my dishes done, everything packed away, water filtering done, everything drying, all set to go. I'm back here in the woods just to stay away from the open area out in the campsite some, because it's still pretty darn windy and I didn't want the noise of this to drown it out. But just real quick recap of the day. Got up at 3 o'clock this morning, drove up here, entered at Brule Lake. Wind was terrible, worst waves I've been in a long time. And I decided I grabbed the first campsite that was open. There's lots and lots of people. I talked to an outfitter at the landing there. He said permits usage is up 60%, and they're all used all the time now. I got lucky and found this site. It is windy out here on a point. I'm kind of stranded out in this island, so to speak, but it's nice. It's a real nice site. I've already done a little explore of the island. I think there may have been something on this out on this peninsula on this island. There used to be buildings back there. I don't know if this is where one of the resorts that were on Brule was or not, but I'm not sure. I did find a little patch that looks like concrete out there on the tip of the rock, so that might be part of it too. I have to look that up when I get home. Enough boring you with all that chatter. I guess I'm going to sign off for the night. Good night. I do have one more thing to get in a video. This is the latrine trail. Very easy to find. Look at this though. Well, that'd be pretty spooky catching in your flashlight if you're out here at night, wouldn't it?